Hey everyone, in this video today I have an Arwibon Q30 scooter which goes up to 37 miles an hour. This happens to have a 48 volt 2000 watt motor on the rear. The problem is when the charger is plugged in, it will only light up green. And it does that for both of the ports. So we're about to tear it apart. If you look through the side, you can see where the screw holes are placed through the top, all the way through that top board. There's going to be 4 on the left and 4 on the right. We poke a hole through where we find the screw holes because we're going to need to be able to turn it at the bottom while holding the top in place. So you can see that screw right in the middle in that translucent part, hold it at the top, turn the bottom, 10 millimeter, all good, the bolt comes out. Now we have this one over here, and this one over here. So of course you need to make sure you pull out 4 on the left, 4 on the right. For some of these, like this one, that 10 millimeter will not fit right through. So I just put a flat tip to hold the nut in place while I turn the top part. Okay, so I thought I was good here, but I happened to crack it because there are 2 more screws in the middle, right around the words Arwibon. So you see here, I have one here, and then right over here on this end, there is another 2 if you look through the case there. So you're going to have to do some poking and prodding, but if you look here, you'll be able to get an idea about where those additional screws are at, holding down the middle of the board. That is a big mistake on my part. I wish I was able to rip off the sticker, but I couldn't, to be able to see the bolts. So trial and error, hopefully you will not make the same mistake as I did. With that said, we were able to remove the 4 left, 4 right, and 4 center bolts. That allows us to remove this whole top area. Right under that, you can see these 2 LED strips. These do fit right into the holes of this lid over here. This lid comes up on one side towards the front, it lifts up like the hood of a car, and lifts right out. LED strips go right through, so you're good there. After lifting this up, there is another set of padding right underneath it, but that's pretty light. And then under that padding, you see the black 48 volt 16 amp hour battery that powers this monstrous scooter. So now just lifting it a bit more up there so you can get an idea. Lifting up the little pad over here. There's a battery, and then the controller is to the right of it. So when we looked at the Evercross H5, you would remember that we had a fuse there. I removed the 2 charging plugs as well as the XT60 in hopes that I would find a fuse in line, and there is none. So that is very disappointing because the battery is holding a 44 volt charge, and I wish I could get some additional power into there. I did plug in this blue Cow battery, and as you can see, it runs. So in this case, we're just going to do a battery replacement. I did rock it back and forth because there are 3 sticky pads on the back. Thankfully, there are no other screws holding the battery down. When I felt these 3, they were kind of damp, kind of wet. And on the battery, it was slightly wet as well, so there was some water intrusion. That is not good, but now we know it only affected the battery and not the entire scooter. So now we put this Cow battery in its place, 48 volt 10 amp hour, XT60 in there, just need to hook up the charging port and we're pretty much good to go. So that's pretty much it. I wish that I was able to fix this in a different way for much cheaper, but it is what it is, $90 battery in place. The good news is now we have a new battery and now you know how to open the scooter. Thank you very much for watching and hope to see you in the next one.